Good morning, everyone. Let us read a poem today, and the topic is The Village School Master. Before I start explain this poem for you, there is a question here for you, which the answer you are supposed to find it out by yourself. Which of your teachers have made a lasting impression on you? So you think it about and try to find its answer by yourself. Let's read this poem about a village schoolmaster. This poem is about a schoolmaster, that is a village schoolmaster. It is believed that this poem is based on Thomas Paddy Byron, who taught Goldsmith when the poet was 6 years old. In this poem, we are going to learn about a village schoolmaster and this is based on Thomas Paddy. The poem is based on Thomas Paddy. He is the schoolmaster who taught Goldsmith, who is the poet, and he was taught when he was 6 years of age. That means when the poet was very young, very small boy, only 6 years of age. At that time, Thomas Byrne, that means his common name, he was called as Paddy, had taught him, and this is what it is based upon him. So let us go through the lines in the poem and try to understand. I am going to read out the lines first and then explain it to you. Okay? Beside your strangling fence that skirts the way, with blossomed furs unprofitably gay, just near to your strangling fence. Strangling here it means spread in an uneven manner. Whichever things which gets spreaded in an uneven manner is known as to be strangling. Beside, just near to your strangling fence. Fence means the boundaries, the borders of any location is referred as fence, that skirts the way with blossomed firs. Those are all surrounded by very beautiful blossomed. Blossomed means bloomed with flowers. Firs here it means shrubs with fragrant yellow flowers. Any kind of shrub which is with fragrant yellow kind of flowers, yellow colorful flowers, they are referred here as firs. Unprofitably gay, here it means bright and beautiful. Those who are found to be looking very bright and beautiful. There in his noisy mason, skilled to rule. There is a mason, a noisy mason. The noisy mason is referred here to the school building. Okay? Why it is called here as noisy mason? Because in school buildings there are children, those who are all found to be all the time making lots of noise. That is why it is referred here as there in his noisy mason, skilled to rule. There is the person who is there, the schoolmaster, who is always there found to be present, skilled to rule, who is very perfect, very sure, perfect, and with full of skills in him to rule, to administer, to run the institution. Such type of person is that schoolmaster. The village master taught his little school. The village schoolmaster, he was always there found to be ready to teach his small children in his school. A man severe he was and stern to view. A severe, strict person he was, and he was very strict in his views, in his ideas, in his thoughts. He had got a lot of strictness in his qualities. He always followed rules and regulations well. He wanted his school to be run with proper rules and regulations, and also he was a stern person, a strict person for good purposes. A man severe he was and stern to views. I knew him well, and every truant knew. The poet himself, who was very young at that time, a little boy, he knew it very well what type of person was his schoolmaster, what qualities it was there within him, and not only him. Beside this, all the other students, they also knew it very well that how far the schoolmaster was very strict and very much with full of following the rules and regulations. He liked the students to see them following the rules and regulations properly. This type of person was the schoolmaster which is here mentioned. Well had the budding tremblers learned to learn to trace the day's disasters in his morning face. Anyone who would meet him in the morning hours itself, any person, any student, any other people, those who come and meet him during the morning hours of the day, well had the boding. Boding here it means expecting something bad to happen by his expression itself, by the expression of the schoolmaster itself early in the morning, in the very first meet, one could make a guess, anyone could make a guess or think that the day's disasters in his morning face, what it is going to happen throughout the day, what type of things are going to happen, how the schoolmaster is going to produce himself, what is going to be his mood, how he is going to meet and conduct and communicate with the children, what type of response that he is going to give, how he is going to react with the students. These things could be imagined, these things could be read through his expressions on his face itself, whoever would go and meet him early in the morning hours of the day. This is what it is understood here in the lines, children, which it is very clearly mentioned by the poet. Full well they laughed with counterfeited glee. Full well they laughed with counterfeited glee at all his jokes, for many a joke had he. Sometimes he even made certain kind of jokes. He liked to make, even though being a strict person, sometimes he liked to make jokes with the children. And the children also, whether sometimes they understood his jokes, sometimes they did not understand his jokes. But even though if they do not understand his jokes, sometimes they laughed with full of glee, happiness. They laughed as if they were very much impressed by his jokes. At all his jokes, for many a joke had he, many types of jokes that he used to say, and the children used to get amused with it, and sometimes they laughed to it if they understood well. If they do not understand it too, they pretended as if the jokes were very laughable type, isn't it? This type of person was the schoolmaster. Full well the busy whisper circling around conveyed the dismal tidings when he frowned. Full well the busy whisper, even sometimes the children were found to be whispering with one another, even though when he cracked the jokes in the middle, if they were not able to understand his jokes well, the children were found to be whispering with one another regarding the jokes, the type of jokes that the schoolmaster had made with them or said to them. Full well the busy whisper circling round conveyed the dismal tidings when he frowned. Right? Sometimes even it conveyed the dismal tidings when he frowned, when he was very angry, when he was found to be very much in mood, desperate in mood. Sometimes he was not normal in his mood, he was found to be very angry. In those situations also the children were found to be whispering with one another. Conveyed the dismal tidings when he frowned, yet he was kind, or if severe, in aught. Even though he was very strict person, he was very strict in the different types of rules and regulations, but he was kind towards to the children, towards to any other people, those whom he meet with. He was found to be very, very kind, or if severe in aught. Severe in aught here means anything, in any ways, in any regard, he was very kind person too. The love he bore to learning was in fault. The village all declared how much he knew. He was found to be very much the love he bore to learning. Whoever was intending to learn, whoever had very great interest for learning, he had a great love and regards towards to such type of person. The students, those were intending to learn so much, he had great respect, love and regards towards to such type of students or person. It was certain he could write and cipher too, and it was quite clear, it was quite certain that he was used numbers of calculations. He was not only able to make good judgments, decisions, right? He was also at the same time able to calculate very well the things. He was able to calculate the things. He was able to maintain the things. He was able to make decisions in the various occasions and calculate it in a very proper manner. Such type of person with full of qualities in him, each and every type of quality, that whichever according to the situation demand, that he possessed those all qualities in order to satisfy the need of the people, need of the children. Such type of qualities that he possessed, the village all declared how much he knew. That is why the entire village people, the entire village children, they had declared it that he was a genius, and he declared it how much he knew means he was really a genius person. To a certain he could write, and Chisco too, he could write well, and he had a good kind of calculating, making a kind of quality. He had such a quality through which he was able to make certain very wise calculations. This is what it made him to be so popular and so wise in that entire region, and he was regarded as to be a very perfect school master. Everybody admired him, everybody praised him, everybody were impressed because of his such type of good qualities. This is what the children were also able to understand it so well, which we are able to understand here in these lines, children, which the poet is trying to make us clear about this schoolmaster who was really a very good and a genius. Lands he could measure, terms and tides, presses. He was able to measure the lands, means boundaries. The lands mean referred here to the boundaries, the territories and its boundaries. He was able to make calculations over those things too at the same time. Terms and tides presses, he was able to predict the future, what is going to happen in the time coming days, when the tides are going to happen, when the storms are going to occur, what are the various changes in the climate and the conditions which is going to come. These things that he was able to make a kind of prediction to very well, which would really help the people in the village as well as the children, those were in the school. And even the story ran that he could gauge. Here it means make an estimate without measuring. He was able to make certain estimates also without any kind of measurements. That is what it made him to be so popular in that region. In arguing to the person odd his skills, not only this, beside this, for various debates. Arguing here means debates. In various type of debates, there were various topics for debates, in every day, in different occasions, in different situation, regarding any topic. He was ready for any debate, and he was very skilled and perfect and up to the mark regarding in his debates as well. Odd here it means possessed. He possessed the qualities of outstanding behavior in this field of debate also. For even though vanquished, he could argue still. Vanquished here it means defeated. Even though sometimes he was found that he was not up to the mark in his debate, sometimes he felt that he was going to get defeated in his debate. It is not saying that all the time you are going to win the debate, isn't it? Sometimes you may lose your points too. Sometimes you may not be up to the mark in your debate also. But still, he did not lose his hopes and his visions. He always made every possible effort to come ahead in such type of situations also where he was not found to be up to the mark. He kept on arguing, he kept on debating, and kept himself, his qualities intact. This is what the type of person the schoolmaster he was. These all the qualities which he possessed. The schoolmaster was very well known and popular throughout the region, and he was really a genius which was regarded by the village people as well as by the school children. While words of learned length and thundering sounds amazed the gazing rustics ranked around. Because of his such qualities, while words of learned length, it looked as if the person, the schoolmaster, was such a person with lots of vocabulary in him, words of learned length, lots of knowledge that he had, the banks of words that he had, lots of knowledge about the words that he had, which made him to become such a genius. And length and thundering sound, the kind of voice, the kind of quality of speaking that he had was such a voice, such a sound which almost thundering sound amazed the gazing rustics. Here it means people from village or rural areas. The locality people, the village people were amazed, were surprised with such type of qualities which he possessed. Such a genius person he was. There was no one there to give him any kind of challenge to him. Those who come and give a competition to him in that field of debating or talking or raising the issues by himself, no one could come and compete with him. That is why all the local people, the village people and the students all were amazed about the schoolmaster who possessed such type of amazing qualities and characters within himself. While words of learned length and thundering sound amazed means surprised. The gazing rustics ranged around, all those village peoples were found to be very surprised to have such qualities within the schoolmaster. And still they gazed, and still the wonder grew. Still the people, the surrounding people, the village people, the students all gazed and wondered how these qualities a person possesses, how these all unique qualities, extraordinary qualities a person can possess. And that is what it made the people to feel very good and happy to find such a schoolmaster for their school, for their children especially. That one small head could carry all he knew. How a small head could carry such varieties of different types of knowledges, qualities, characters, how a single person can possess, a single head can possess. This made the people, the local villagers, the students were all amazed and surprised that how a single person, a single head can carry these varieties of the qualities, the variation of these characters. That made them to feel really very surprised and were found to be very amazed. This is what we learn from this poem, children, which is extracted from the Deserted Village is the name of the poem book, which is this poem has been extracted for you to learn, which is written by Oliver Goldsmith. And this poem, Oliver Goldsmith, he himself refers to be a student when he was 6 years of age. At that time he had found such a schoolmaster, and regarding whom this poem has been all portrayed for you. I hope you might have all enjoyed the poem and have understood it too. If it is so, it's very nice. Now in our next class we will be performing the various questions, notes and exercises as well. Till then I am going to stop here for today. So this much. Thank you very much.